The current U.S. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has won his re-election bid as well.
But tonight's nationwide results could tip the balance of power in Congress. We just heard Paul talk about that a little bit more. Mike McDaniel joining us now live from downtown Shreveport. This is where Johnson is holding his watch party. Mike?
Yeah, well, Representative Johnson's seat here in the 4th District was never in question. In fact, he was expected to win it pretty easily, and that's exactly what happened tonight. He came on stage, thanked supporters for helping him get to that. But what really was of concern is his House speakership, and it still is, because we still don't know who's actually going to control Congress. That's what he has been focused on here the past year that he was talking about. He has been crisscrossing this country, campaigning for Republican candidates up for Congress, because they need to not only maintain the slim majority they still have, they need to expand on it to really solidify their hold in the House. Now, when Mike Johnson spoke a little bit earlier, he said he had some good news, that he felt very optimistic when it comes to these results coming in. He says that they feel very confident when it comes to maintaining control of the House and expanding on it, as well as flipping the Senate and winning the White House. So he feels there's going to be a trifecta here when it comes to the Republican Party. He did say he does plan to go to Mar-a-Lago tonight in West Palm Beach to be with former President Donald Trump as he watches the rest of these campaigns come in. Now, of course, we don't know who the winner is at this point, but when you talk to some folks around here, they feel very, very confident, and there's a lot of optimism at the party tonight. Now, the crowd was a lot deeper here a little bit earlier, but once Mike Johnson spoke and took to the stage, the crowd kind of thinned out just a little bit. They kind of wanted to hear from him and see what was going on in his mind and where he was. He was out here on the floor, on the ground just a few minutes ago here at the Remington Hotel on the rooftop, kind of shaking hands, speaking to reporters, taking pictures with a lot of folks, but then he was suddenly just got whisked away up to what he called the war room, where he's been kind of watching these results come in. He's been calling candidates across the country, those candidates he has been supporting for, and he feels like that it's going to prove results here in the end. So take a listen to a little bit of what he had to say moments ago.
We're watching everything very closely tonight. It may be a long night. I think in a little bit we're going to go to Mar-a-Lago, I think, and be down there with President Trump. But I think at the end of the day, at the end of the night, when they tabulate all this, I am very hopeful that we're going to have not only a larger majority in the House to make my job easier, but we retake the Senate and the White House as well. I think that's what's going to happen.
Of course, Speaker Johnson was almost what he called the accidental Speaker of the House, because he was thrust into that position after the former House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, was ousted by fellow Republicans. Now you can tell that Mike Johnson wants to be back in that position when Congress reconvenes in January. Live in downtown Shreveport, Mike McDaniel, WWL Louisiana.